The debate is finally over between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Oh, look, there's a bit of hair floating around. Anyway, before I get distracted by the bit of hair floating around, I have a dog in my room, people. So that's why there's a bit of dog hair floating around. But anyway, hey, everyone, welcome back to another video. Well, that debate actually happened. Oh, my goodness me. How am I going to react to this debate? Let me gather my thoughts together, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute horror show. Like, far out. In terms of debates, I don't think I've seen a debate so bad and so much in favor for Kamala Harris. Wow. And that's an Australian looking on. I personally love debates. Debates are supposed to be fair. And if you have a moderator or two moderators, they're supposed to be fair and equal. But those two moderators from the ABC, my goodness me, were they in on going after Trump? This debate was an absolute gang up and ambush against Trump. And Trump did the very best that he could. Personally, I don't think that he won the debate because of the moderators and Kamala Harris lying through the skin of her teeth. She was literally going after all the people based on emotion. Her tactic in this was to attack Trump, which I think Trump already knew was going to happen, but she attacked Trump all the time. She was only good at attacking Trump, and all the attacks were lies. The moderators didn't fact check any of her stuff, but they seemingly went after fact-checking a lot of Trump's comments, which to me was rather interesting because I want to actually fact-check the moderators to see whether or not they're right and they're accurate because they're doing these fact-checks in real time, supposedly, right? So I want to see whether or not any of the information that they supposedly fact-check Trump on is correct because they didn't fact-check any of Kamala Harris's lies. It was amazing. She mentioned several hoaxes. No fact check. And she mentioned the fact that January 6th was the worst threat on their democracy since the Civil War. Did you forget about bloody 9/11, which is tomorrow, man? Like, what is wrong with this woman and these people? She was clearly on script. And it looks as if ABC actually sent her the questions in advance because her responses, we've seen her off script and we've seen her also on script. Tonight, she was definitely on script. Now, I'll say again, I don't think Trump necessarily won this debate. I think he did a fantastic job despite the circumstances, but I also believe that he missed several amazing opportunities to go after not only Kamala Harris, but the moderators, The moderators just going after Trump was unacceptable, unfair, but I don't even know why Trump agreed to a debate with ABC. I thought CNN did a much better job moderating the debate between Trump and Biden than ABC is doing with Trump and Harris. ABC wants, which by the way is government funded, should speak loud and clear to each and every one of you. They're adamant that Kamala Harris should look good because they knew that the honeymoon period was over for Harris. People still want Trump to be number one. So therefore they've got to boost Harris even more by giving her softball questions and reeling her in, no fact-checking in real time. Can't do that. We're going to attack Trump. Don't worry, Harris, we've got you. This is going to be an easy debate. And far out, the insufferability of her facial reactions. Trump was stoic. It was fantastic to see. Didn't really react much except going like that. But Harris, far out. Someone needs to explain to her that you don't do these facial expressions during a debate. It looks really poor. And again, it makes you look really immature. But again, I don't I personally don't think, and it's not just my opinion, but so many others, including Dr. Gad Sads, I don't think Trump necessarily won this debate. I think it's more in favor of Harris, not because of her policy talking points, because she had none. Every time she would speak on policy, she'd go, I have a plan, but wouldn't actually explain her plan. That's amazing to me, that you wouldn't actually explain your plan, but you go after somebody that actually has a plan, and that plan has a track record of working. Like, what the hell? Anyway, so Cat Turd goes, Kamala answered to Ukraine and Russia. Laughable. Like, you've got the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, endorsing you. And Trump pointed out, just while we're on the subject of Ukraine and Russia, Trump pointed out that before the war even started, Kamala Harris was an emissary along with Zelensky to Russia. And a couple of days after, Vladimir Putin went in, didn't he? And started the war. So he said it, Trump did. She's terrible at negotiating. She can't really debate at all. She doesn't know how. A debate is not about attacking somebody's character or person or whatever else. A debate is going after what a person has said and what a person has done and convincing the public on, hey, you've done X, Y, and Z. Hasn't been good. It's like you're supposed to have a logical argument. She didn't have any logic at all. All her answers were some rubbish story, all on emotion, man. All on emotion, which again, I'll say it, for a lot of the American public that hate Trump, they're loving this. They're frothing over the emotion. They're like, yes, attack Trump. Keep attacking the man Trump. We hate him so much. Well done, Harris. That's all you can do. But for the other side of the population, we're going, what in the world is this woman on about? She's got no plan. She's got no policies. Our bank account, the economy's shot. We've got so many illegals coming in. What in the world? Okay. Ian Miles Chong goes, Trump, we're playing with World War III. Where is our president? We don't even know he's the president. They threw him out of the campaign like a dog. We have a president who doesn't even know he's alive. Here's a video of him saying that.
No idea how to stop it, and now you have millions of people dead, and it's only getting worse, and it could lead to World War III. Don't kid yourself, David. We're playing with World War III, and we have a president that we don't even know if he's... Where is our president? We don't even know if he's a president.
And just to clarify
they
here,
threw him out of a campaign like a dog. We don't even know. Is he our president? But we have a president,
Mr. President,
that doesn't know he's alive.
Your time is up.
Matt Walsh also goes, while we're on the subject of Ukraine and Russia, Kamala, if Trump was president, Putin would be sitting in Kiev right now. Obviously, it's bullshit, but who also gives a damn? Why should I care who controls Ukraine? And Clown World goes, Trump, Kamala is a Marxist. He's right. Here's a video of him actually saying that Kamala is a Marxist. And watch her facial expression the moment he says that. It's like the face and the eyes give it all away. She's happy that he said that. Watch it.
Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it. And it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics, and he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21. That's bigger than New York.
So obviously, Kamala's dad is a Marxist professor. And Trump pointed out very well, I might add, that he taught Kamala very well. A lot of what Kamala is saying, and even her statement, unburdened by what has been, that I heard a podcast the other day, they were talking about how that is, in fact, a Marxist rhetoric and a Marxist saying, but not a lot of people know that. So that's also very interesting. She's showing her true colors, not just her so-called ban freedom of speech and everything else that she said in response to, we've got to, you know, cut the grocery shopping and things of that nature. I'm not remembering exactly what she said, so I apologize for that. I got so many things in my head at the moment. I'm trying to be as clear as possible for you all. So she is saying a lot of Marxist points, and Trump clearly pointed that out, which I'm glad he did. So Tim Pool, one of my favorite, he alluded to one of my favorite bits in the entire debate, when Trump pretty much says, "Quiet, I'm speaking." Sound familiar? Have a watch. It's brilliant.
She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out. Wait a minute. I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar?
Don't lie.
She went out in Minnesota and wanted to let criminals that killed people, that burned down Minneapolis, she went out and raised money to get them out of jail. She did things that nobody would ever think of. Now she wants to do transgender operations on illegal aliens that are in prison. This is a radical left liberal that would do this. She wants to confiscate your guns, and she will never allow fracking in Pennsylvania.
So Liz Wheeler says, here are some of the things that Kamala has lied about during the debate. Not just like pretty much everything that she said, but this. Late-term abortion, she didn't answer whether or not she would ban it at 7 months, 9 months, 12 months, whatever. Like when the baby's born, she didn't say anything. She didn't actually answer the question. Very Fine People, which is a Charlottesville hoax, saying that Trump said that white supremacists are very fine people. That's a lie. That's a hoax. She knows that. The January 6th whole spiel, which she's saying that Trump is a threat to our democracy. He caused a riot. It's the number one threat in our democracy since the Civil War. I mentioned that before. Again, ridiculous. And then Bloodbath, again, another lie. Crime data, border security, Project 2025, fracking. The ABC moderators are a disgrace. They're propaganda, bravada. They've sold their souls. Obviously, what do you expect of the ABC, for goodness sake? And wokeness. Trump, the sky is blue. Moderator, well, actually, that is false. A study says that the sky is green. Kamala, the moon is made of cheese. Moderator, okay, next question. That's literally what it was like, okay? Obviously, and wokeness saying that is to be like giving you guys a metaphor. They didn't actually say that. But anyway, Vivek Ramaswamy goes, this is an interesting debate. Format 3-on-1. Yeah, indeed. Then Candace Owens goes, it is so shocking to me that Kamala's entire strategy here is just to appeal to women with emotion. She clearly knows every question and is well rehearsed in every answer, is emotional. Why is everything in politics so unbelievably fake and gay? By the way, what's happening to Candace Owens at the moment, I think, is totally ridiculous and unfair. YouTube demonetized her as well as stopped her from being able to post. Like literally within a couple of seconds within each other, several of her videos got striked, which was nuts. Like a lot of people, I think, were mass reporting it. So the algorithm or the YouTube system, whatever it did, just decided to can it. But anyway, Candace also goes, why does Kamala keep doing this Keiko trio format for every answer? I have a plan, I have a plan, I have a plan. And Charlie Kirk goes, every question the moderators ask him is, can you defend what? Every question they ask her is, how do you feel about drive-by debates? You know, like it's just... and my best bit in the entire debate is the very, very opening. Have a watch of this, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kamala Harris introducing herself to Donald Trump. What?
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
Nice to see you. Have fun.
Thank you.
welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you both here tonight.
Good evening. We are looking forward to a spirited and thoughtful debate.
That Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
That's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Look.
That's just a soundbite they gave her that to say. I thought that was pretty funny. And this person, Natalie Jean Beisner, Kamala's face needs to shut the F up. She thinks this is a good look. Bitch, chill. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Now, here's an important issue. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs because everything is so damn expensive. Have a watch of this.
People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else. The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done. They've destroyed the economy. And all you have to do is look at a poll. The polls say 80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
So my closing thoughts on the debate, it was rubbish. Didn't like it at all. I thought Trump wasn't exactly... I think he looked flustered a little bit. He felt, I think he picked up fairly on that it was going to be a one-sided gang up ambush on him in particular. So I think he was just trying to do the best he possibly could, but he didn't look like himself. I mean, you guys may disagree with me on that, but I just didn't feel like he was Trump like we're used to seeing. I think he was sort of holding back a little bit because he didn't want to go after Kamala, the human being, because that would give him, or that would give the left more ammunition just to go after, and the angry women, the emotional women, I should say. Like it, to me, it just was a horrible debate. It wasn't really necessarily a debate of sorts. It was more just like an attack. Wasn't fair, wasn't equal, nothing like that. So we'll see what happens in the next debate. I think it's next month. I'm not even sure when the next debate is, but this one was terrible. And if I was Trump, I would point out the moderators like so many people have done. But even still, like you've got to see it from the perspective of what a real debate is supposed to be, not just I'm siding with Trump and what Kamala said was spot on and all that sort of other nonsense. No. You got to look at it from the standpoint of that wasn't actually a debate. Like I've seen debates. That wasn't it. That was just an ambush of sorts. But anyway, my friends, those are my thoughts as an Australian watching on and going, we're in trouble. Anyway, you guys take care. You be blessed. And I'll see you all in the next video.